Hello there and welcome to today's vlog. I wanted to intro it because I did not intro it when I started it, but I was in South Carolina visiting my childhood best friend. Literally have known her since I was born. I was born October 9th and she was born the day after. So I went down to South Carolina, me and Jacob went together and we spent time with her and her husband and her son, and we just had the best time hanging out with them. We had so many good meals. We watched movies, we got caught up, we went to stores, and we spent time outside. It was just a really fun trip. So let's just dive into the vlog portion of this, and then at the very end, I'm planning to share a little haul of everything that I got. I got a few books and a few other little things, so I'll share that at the very end.
On behalf of this crew, thank you for choosing Delta. Have a wonderful
That's so cute.
They're so tiny over there. Are those considered tadpoles?
Girl, I got no idea. wanted to share a little bit of a haul because, as you saw, we went to some bookstores and some stores in general in like the downtown Greenville area. So I got some goodies. I did a little shopping. There is a bookstore in Greenville that I really like. It's called Mr. K's, and it's like all used books. I think it's all used books. There might be some new books. The last time I was there, I got some goodies. So I definitely wanted to go and like check it out and get some books. So let me start with this first one. I got Ethan Frome. by Edith Wharton. I don't think I've read anything by Edith Wharton, but I was intrigued by the cover of this, and I opened it up and I read the first page. I saw Massachusetts, and then I also saw that we're following Ethan Frome, and I think he works at the post office. So from that, I was like, maybe I should read this, because I'm currently reading The Post Office Girl, and I was like, maybe I will solely pick this up because Ethan Frome is a postal worker. Very random, but on the back it says, a marked departure from Edith Wharton's usual ironic contemplation of the fashionable New York society to which she herself belonged. Ethan Frome is a sharply etched portrait of the simple inhabitants of a 19th century New England village. The protagonist, Ethan Frome, is a man tormented by a passionate love for his ailing wife's young cousin. All right, I definitely did not read this. Trapped by the bonds of marriage and the fear of public condemnation, he is ultimately destroyed by that which offers him the greatest chance at happiness. Like The House of Mirth and many of Edith Wharton's other novels, Ethan Frome centers on the power of local convention to smother the growth of the individual. Written with stark simplicity, this powerful and tragic novel has long been considered one of her greatest works. So yeah, that's Ethan Frome. Also, it's funny, I had to tape this book up right here. Just randomly fell off. And then I also had to tape the side because the cover fully fell off. And that is the first book I got, and it was $4.20. The next book that I picked up is House of Splendid Isolation by Edna O'Brien. I ended up picking this up because I haven't read anything by Edna O'Brien, and I was curious. And then I read the back, and I was like, okay, let me just pick this up. On the back it says, McGreevy is an IRA gunman on the run, with the police on his trail and the media howling for his blood. Josie O'Meara is a widow living in a West Country farmhouse, savoring the peace that has come after the travails of a savage marriage and the pain of a forbidden love affair. Her house becomes McGreevy's refuge, and she his captive. But what begins as a war of words and a battle of wills between them turns into a relationship that fatefully transforms them both. Never has Edna O'Brien so superbly fused her sense of the universal hungers of the heart and the frailties of the flesh with the bitter conflicts and divisions of Ireland and the Irish. House of Splendid Isolation takes its place as perhaps her most extraordinary triumph, offering the reader a new dimension of one of the towering talents of our time. So I recently read Say Nothing by Patrick Rannon Keefe about the Troubles, and I was intrigued by the back. So yeah, this was $5.50. And the last book that I picked out, I was not expecting to come across this, but when I saw it, I immediately was like, yes, I'm going to buy it. And it's Women Without Men by Charnoosh Parsiper. And this is one of the books that is on the International Booker Prize, I think. Is that the one? I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, yes, it's the International Booker Prize. So this has been longlisted. I was so excited when I saw this. It has been translated from Persian. This modern literary masterpiece follows the interwoven destinies of 5 women, including a wealthy middle-aged housewife, a prostitute, and a schoolteacher, as they arrive by different paths to live together in an abundant garden on the outskirts of Tehran. Drawing on elements of Islamic mysticism and recent Iranian history, this unforgettable novel depicts women escaping the narrow confines of family and society and imagines their future living in a world without men. Also, on the bottom it says, born in Iran in 1946, Charnoosh Parsiper began her career as a fiction writer and a producer at Iranian national television and radio. Shortly after the publication of Women Without Men in 1989, Parsiper was arrested and jailed for her frank and defiant portrayal of women's sexuality. While still banned in Iran, the novel became a bestseller there and has been translated into many languages around the world. Parsiper is also the author of Tuba and the Meaning of Night, among many other books, and now lives in exile in Northern California. I was very excited to see this, and the cover is so nice. I really like it. So I got this one for $5. So total, I paid $15. 15-ish bucks for this. I was so happy with that haul. But also, while we were there, Jacob ended up coming across 2 books, and I'm also interested in both of them. The first one is Lost Souls, Meet Under a Full Moon by Mizuki Sugimura. She wrote, what was the name of the book that she wrote?
Lonely Cast, Lonely...
Why can't I remember? We loved it, though. Lonely Castle in the Mirror?
Yes.
Yeah, Lonely Castle in the Mirror, and we read that one, loved it. I saw this cover, and I was like, ooh, this looks like a cool cover. We didn't recognize the author's name. And then Jacob was like looking it up to see what other books this author has written. And we saw that it was written by her. So I'm very excited for this one. I actually don't want to read the back of this one because I don't want to know anything. I want to go into it not knowing anything. So this one was $9. So Jacob got that one. I will absolutely be reading that as well. And then the last book that Jacob picked out was An Artist of the Floating World by Kazuo Ishiguro. He is a big fan, and this was $8.50. I have yet to read any books by no, that's a lie. I read Claire and the Sun and I loved it, but I haven't read any of their books, even though we have so many on our shelves. So that's another one that we have. Jacob's read a lot of his works, so he got that one because we don't have it. And also, I think the cover is so cool. So yeah, that is the last book. That was $8.50. I can't remember if I said that. If you're ever in that area, Mr. K's, I love that bookstore so much. I could spend like hours there. We only were there for a little bit, but I had a great time browsing. I just love it in there. And I feel like whenever I go to visit my friend, I'm always like, can we go? Please. We also ended up going to M. Judson Books. I didn't buy any books there. They're all like new books, but I love to look at the books. And they also had a bunch of stickers. So I got a bunch of stickers, as one does. I got this one because it says Swamp Rabbit Trail, which is one of the trails that they took us to. I also got this one that says Creative Juice, and then bread or toast and butter. So cute. I got this little Greenville, South Carolina sticker. And then last but not least, I got this little dog reading his little book, and I want to put this on my Kobo cover. And we also went to this place called the Traveling Penny. They have like bracelets that you can customize, which we ended up getting one and designing one together. And also they have like a photo booth. So I'm not going to show you all of them, but we had little photo booths of us together. It was just so cute. So I have a few of them. We all took pictures together. And for my bracelet, I don't think I showed it, but we ended up wanting to like pick charms, and some are similar, some are not. But I thought it was just like such a fun little idea to like make bracelets together. I got, let's see if I can get it to a cowboy boot. I love a cowboy boot. I got this K, which it's backwards right now. I got this plane. Is it showing? We both got planes because we always travel to each other. And then I got this little dog balloon. What is it called? Animal balloon of a dog. A dog balloon. And we also both got little stars. We're each other's North Stars. So that was a little bracelet that we designed. She got the star, and then she also got the plane. Oh, and she also got her letter, so she got an M for her. I just thought it was such a cute little way to like remember our trip, and we can always add more charms. So that was our little bracelet. They had these little stickers too, and they were free. So I took one, which I guess they have this little truck. I think they like take it out to different like places and events to do like these bracelets. And there was also this like vintage store. I can't remember the name of it. I'll put it somewhere on the screen. We went in there last time and it was just really fun to look at all the pieces. They have a lot of like tchotchkes and like old cameras, furniture. It's like such a fun like place. But I saw that they had a bunch of postcards. So I got this. Thought it could be fun for like junk journaling. I don't know. I just think that they looked so cool. Some of them also are written. I could also send these to people. This one is so cool because it's like literally a postcard someone sent. I like went through and I spent such a long time browsing through and looking at all of them. What else? I think that, I got washi tape at not JM. I always want to say JM Hudson, but it's M Judson. I got this washi tape while I was there. It's a croissant, a little mocha pot. Oh my gosh. And a strawberry. Super cute. So I'm always looking out for washi tape, especially now that I've been using my Hobonichi Weeks. I use it for every weekly spread. Whenever I see a cute one that I like, I try and buy it. But yeah, that was my little trip to South Carolina. The books I got, the little things I purchased, it was a lot of fun seeing them. Traveling, I won't lie, traveling there was like so smooth. Thankfully, everything went super well. Traveling back home was definitely a little bit more stressful. We had to deal with canceled flights, delays, but thankfully we were able to make it home that day. Like our initial flight was canceled because we were supposed to be flying through LaGuardia, but that was literally the day after the accident between the plane and the fire truck, and it was canceled the next day, and I wasn't sure why, and I saw that what had happened, which was so scary to see and hear about. It just was really sad. So then our flights were canceled and we were rebooked, so we had to like reroute to Atlanta, and then we made it to Boston. We almost missed our connecting flight because our flight going to Atlanta kept getting delayed, and we were like, oh my god, we're gonna have to like run, or I think they have like a tram in the airport in Atlanta, and I was so nervous that we weren't gonna catch the flight, but thankfully it all worked out. We were able to get there, and it was like our second flight ended up getting delayed, so we had like 20 extra minutes, but it was a little stressful there. I don't really love traveling. I get really nervous traveling with like delays and cancellations and things getting moved, and I just get really nervous when like plans are shifted like that and like just wanting to like get home safely. But everything worked out super well. We were very lucky and we made it home safely, so very thankful and happy to be home, happy to be with my puppy. I'm sure she's just very happy to be back. But yeah, that was my trip. This is definitely going to be a bit of a shorter video, but I hope that you enjoyed coming along with me on my little trip. This time around, we went to some places that I've been to before and I really wanted to revisit, and some new places, so it was a good mixture of both. Also, before I go, I just wanted to say a big thanks to everyone who left a comment on my last video. I kind of shared that I was struggling to make content, and everyone was so kind, and I just really appreciate you for being here, for watching, enjoying my videos, and I'm glad that I can bring you some comfort. I'm feeling like I'm in a better headspace and I'm excited to make more content, and I'm just so happy that I'm at a place where I'm feeling inspired again, because I was feeling a bit sad that I wasn't wanting to make content, because for me, making content, making vlogs, making YouTube videos is so fun and like such a expressive outlet for me. I have such a fun time like putting them together. So I'm glad that I'm feeling a bit more motivated, and I'm currently working on another vlog, so keep an eye out for that. With that, I'm going to wrap this video up. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it, and I will just see you in my next video. Bye.